Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. Episode 4. Leave like, subscribe. Let's see where it goes this time, I guess. Last episode was the best so far, so we'll see. Hopefully this one's even better.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Leave like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to get uncut reactions. Let's go. Okay. Captain Canada himself. Except I don't think he's Canadian, but...
I feel like that's a horrible place for a mansion with just, like, a city right outside.
Glendale, California.
Oh, it's like on top of something, too.
Whatever. I went down to the beach and saw Haikyuu. She was all like, and I'm like, whatever.
What is this
How is
music?
that?
And I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Trying to get away from the paparazzi by doing this.
This is insane animation, though.
And this girl comes up, she's all like, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
This music is
Too
fucking
bad they
terrible.
didn't have the, like, whatever, like, the skateboarding Jesus thing.
Even flow, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, whatever.
Luke,
Then I'm throwing ice in the alley.
Just said his own name.
Leroy comes up, he's like,
Wow.
that's my agent, fellas. So what I do right this time?
I've got bad news and bad news.
Let's start with the bad.
Very well. Lucas, between your string of box office bombs and reports of your boy behavior, this town's on the verge of saying, see you later, boy. Oh, I want to stay away from movie
Skater
trailers.
boy. She said, see you later, boy.
Get out of jail free card. Smile.
We're on the phone, you idiot.
You're on the phone. Lucas, you need to get your act together.
My act is acting. You want goody two shoes? Buy him at a shoe
I
store.
can't hear you. We're on the
Oh,
phone.
that's just the sort
You need to
of
put it next to your mouth.
nigh unemployable, isn't it?
He doesn't seem to care.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Can I have that? Just a sip,
Why don't you get your own?
because I didn't.
Like, stop taking my shit. Just fucking get your own. Apparently there was some controversy where the show wasn't listed on Mal.
Oh.
They wouldn't list it on Mal
Why?
because they said it didn't qualify as anime. When it's a Japanese, completely Japanese production, it has all Japanese staff. You know, everybody who worked on it other than the head production key creatives, like the director and fucking the actors, are Japanese. Mm-hmm. You know?
It's kind of weird.
And it has like a full-on OP like this. Mm-hmm. Which also is apparently inspired by the Beck OP, which you haven't seen, but it's a classic OP.
Mm.
More dyeing the hair.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta do it.
I hope there's some payoff to showing this at the start of every episode, because I really feel like this is the kind of gag that you use to like do a title card. Like you put the title card there, or you put
Like,
make that
instead
a
of
part
having
of
the OP, you'd have that. Yeah.
or you'd put it in the OP so that it's
That would have been cool if they
within
did
it, rather than just having this weird, awkward, the exact same animation but change the colors. Like, it makes me think it'll have some sort of like gag with it in the last episode or second to last episode or something.
Young Neil?
Wait, his script is the movie that Lucas Lee is in?
Oh my god.
Best to roll the camera. Not like the volleyball, the camera doesn't roll at all. You'll learn a lot on a movie set.
I thought they were gonna go to the castle.
Why does the set look exactly like the rocket?
The director thinks sets are more authentic than locations. They don't consult me on those decisions. I'm just the writer.
Of this movie.
Uh-huh.
You wrote a movie.
Did he write did his ghostwriter write Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Is
Yeah, I wrote a story of like, what if... Oh my god.
Is
What-
Lucas Lee gonna beat Scott in this?
It's actually just what if Scott won the fight? It's just the plot of the movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's playing Ramona.
Is that Matt Mercer? On stage
I
there
thought that.
with the bracelets
Of this movie.
in the hair.
Is
and
Knives
the,
playing
and the
herself?
unbuttoned shirt.
Scott Pilgrim's Precious Little Life.
Edgar Wrong instead of Edgar Wright. The director of the movie is named Edgar Wright.
So, I just want to make sure I understand what's happening here. We're both dating Scott at the same time and don't know it?
Cut! Yes, our lead character is flawed.
You wrote an entire script about a world where Scott Pilgrim won the fight with Matthew Patel?
Basically.
Do you know where I can find Lucas Lee? Wait, who is he playing in this?
Oh no. Oh yeah. Whoa.
Did you know in the US these are called Mario Kart?
That can't be true.
What?
How would you know that?
I'm from the US.
Oh, well, they're definitely called that in Japan.
Pretty sure that's not true either.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, these movie references.
Here's Lucas Lee's trailer.
Thanks for the tour.
Anytime. I know my way around the studio.
W. Young Neil.
Who is it? I'm working on my lines.
It's Ramona. Flowers.
Scrambles.
Oh my god.
That's what he was wearing in the movie.
Flowers.
We need to talk
I'm not sure we do.
about Scott Pilgrim.
I'm Scott Pilgrim.
No, the real Scott Pilgrim.
Saying I'm a fake Scott Pilgrim?
No, the Scott Pilgrim
He's method.
character is based on.
No, this was a biopic.
No, it's more like. Wait,
Fan
just-
fiction.
I know what this movie is about.
She could just get back together with him.
True.
It's the best of both worlds, you know?
We're about
Interesting
to shoot my first scene.
That
Gotta
he
give
has
people
the
what they
star
want.
on his
I'm
chest.
Lucas Lee charm to
Because the star is always a symbol for Ramona, but on Lucas Lee's chest where he's playing Scott, in this version, there's this.
Are you hitting on me?
Maybe I am, and maybe I am.
Gross.
Definitely not Wallace. Definitely not. Probably the opposite of Wallace. That's Gromit Wells.
Didn't expect to
And then the real Wallace shows up.
seeking fame.
Not my style.
On the search for my old roommate.
Still
What's
looks like
his
Matt
name?
Mercer.
Any progress?
Wallace just completely forgot
Hopefully
Scott.
It's about to change.
Hey, how was that? Gay enough? Any notes?
Yeah. How about you build a time machine, go back in time, and never audition for this part in the first place?
Am I being heckled?
Who has the nerve to share his opinions on the set of my film? Me.
Who is that?
You? What's your name?
I recognize the
says
voice.
so-
Method. Wow. Bold, confident, impressive. I love it!
Is it the guy that plays like the mad scientist teacher in Sky High? Or am I crazy? I was wondering why he didn't just cast his friends to play in this, because they're just being themselves.
Specifically Wallace, who's like in love with Lucas Lee. That's why he's there.
Hey, young Neil. How'd you know exactly what Scott and I said in bed that morning?
Yeah.
The creative process is a mystery.
Congrats on skipping all the traditional steps to becoming a major movie star.
Hey, if Lucas Lee can do it, why not?
Not the mystery I'm trying to solve. And on that note, wish me luck.
What if Wallace
You could always wish upon a star.
orchestrated all this
To be a movie star.
to have his apartment to himself? Because Scott just wouldn't fucking leave. He like went to Ramona's exes, got them all together, got the vegan guy to like teleport Scott out of
Oh
there.
my
I'm
god.
not falling for that. Can we just get this over with?
Because he would know Envy Adams. That'd be funny if that was the only ambition. It's all why all this is happening is he just wanted his fucking apartment to himself.
No, there's a Lucas Lee character, and Scott tricks him into grinding to death. Never fall for that. What kind of idiot would write this?
Right. Remember, that's how he died in the movie.
I can't really remember.
That's literally what happened. He like, I bet you can't grind down this giant icy staircase all the way down. He goes like 1,000,000 kilometers an hour and then crashes and dies.
This movie, what would have happened if...
Is there anyone from my past who would do something this messed up?
You think I'd kidnap some Canadian loser and fake his death?
You willfully chose to join a league of evil exes. I need to know how evil you really are.
To be honest, I didn't even know what I was signing up for. I was just kind of whatevering, you know?
You're on a quest to find a guy who's dating a high schooler. I'd never do anything that stupid. If I did, my career would be over.
Lucas.
Hmm? My God.
This just in, the actor playing Scott Pilgrim is dating an actress playing a high schooler. That's actually hilarious.
You're dating a 17-year-old?
Wait, is Knives playing? Is that really Knives?
No, I don't think so. Just for some reason, him and Ramona look nothing like the actual people, but then everyone else looks like identical.
Leave her alone. Go, I'll cover you.
Lucas!
I love how he's just killing them. Like, they're just breaking into his trailer and literally dying. Also, is there no security at this place? Like, why are the paparazzi just allowed in the set and in his trailer?
Long arms you got there.
Whatever.
Lucas Lee versus the paparazzi. Fight.
If they started playing that fucking song again, I swear to God. What are they? What are... Is that Scott's head? Oh, okay.
I love that this entire episode so far has just been an animation flex for, like, skateboarding animation. Look like little cockroaches.
It's kind of like the opposite, now that I'm thinking about it, in the movie. Because Lucas Lee had all his stunt doubles in the fight against Scott, and Scott was like 1v, like a millioning. I feel like they're kind of trying to mirror that a little bit. You just have a flashback to when he broke that one skateboard.
It was a special skateboard, okay?
Rope action jutsu.
Oh my god!
Callback, only the real ones know.
I missed that. That was good.
Need an assist?
Why would you help me?
What do you mean? I always helped you.
Yeah. Until you left me with nothing but a broken heart.
And a broken skateboard.
And a broken board. That was the day I decided who I was going to be. The best skater, the highest paid actor, the biggest star. That day made me who I am. So I guess, in a way, I have to thank you, Ramona.
That's really nice and all, but we're out of time.
Hmm.
Are you gonna let me help you or not?
Lucas Lee, we know you're in there.
I never put that together. He skateboards as she rollerblades.
Mm-hmm.
Is he in her bag?
All clear.
You could have at least waited until a little bit farther away.
I'm off the movie, and she's dumping me as a client.
Oof.
Well, there goes my career. It's like I'm a show that's no longer on the air. I'm a, damn. Wish there was a word for it.
Cancelled?
Freaking young Neil's gonna play Scott.
And I'll be back to being nobody. That was your cue to say something like, "You were never nobody, Lucas."
Well, you were definitely nobody, but I still made out with you.
Wow.
Hey, I'll take it.
Whoever did this kept that train from leaving the station. Take care of yourself, Lucas.
Whatever.
That looks familiar.
Vegan, and I'm here to audition for the part of Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim? You mean the lead role in this picture? Well, good luck.
Watch out, guys. Vegan coming through.
What if he actually just orchestrated the entire thing? You know, snuck into the house and wrote the script.
It didn't look like his body proportions in that weird song choice. Love is a burning. Dun, 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 dun.
How much did they pay to get this song here just for the credits? That's why they had that like shitty song earlier, because they couldn't afford anything better.
Is this a reference to something that I don't understand? What is this in reference to in the show? Did they just want to put this song in the credits for no reason?
They're like, oh, you know what would be a vibe for these credits?
Like the only thing that's like a ring is like the
portal.
The portal, or
it's not on fire.
Or like the is it like the ring is in like the X's, like how they're in this around on a round table of sorts. Just about how like love is dangerous, maybe. The theme there. That's weird. I like the episode though.
Yeah.
It was alright. Not as good as last one.
No.
The skateboarding stuff, I like that they're keeping it dynamic. I'd prefer that to just like more just generic anime fighting stuff, I guess. Like I prefer they be creative and try different things, but like I wasn't like super hyped up about the action set piece this episode.
To me, like this whole episode and like the resolution with him and everything just felt like
they started kind of neutral and they ended neutral.
Yeah, like but like kind of satisfying. Like like I wasn't like super invested in him as a character. Like in the last episode, I really wanted them to like get their resolution on their relationship. Like, but I also think that they had a bit of a deeper relationship, and you know, Ramona kind of was like worse to her.
Yeah, because they were also more mature.
Yeah,
as well.
So like this, it's like, you know, they had like the relationship was like shorter and not as explicit, I guess, and then the resolution would like it seemed like it kind of matched with that, you know, like just kind of whatever. They just kind of had a bit of a conversation about it, and
yeah,
you know?
I feel like the fight last episode really contributed to like the drama and like the confrontation with them, and they're like airing out their feelings. And this one, it felt like she went there to talk, and then randomly, oh, paparazzi, and there was just a huge, like the entire episode just kind of filler, it felt like. And then all that really happened from like a plot perspective was just she went to talk to him, she talked to him, and then she left.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Which was fine, but yeah, it did feel like
I wish that the action was like was integrated more with like the story a bit more,
or just like skipped. Like
I would have
been okay if it's like, oh, they're just having like his whole if it's like his whole life is so action packed and so crazy, but then they just have like this normal conversation and are just like, cool, we're cool now. I believe you that you had nothing to do with it. Now we can like kind of move on with our lives.
I feel like I'm using this. Sorry, go through.
But I was gonna say, I feel like the whole, like they wanted like some action, because otherwise it would have been a very mellow episode. And also it was supposed to be like the last straw in him like getting kicked off this movie. Like
we're supposed to learn more about him.
Yeah,
you know? Like the action was. It felt like. The only reason the action was really there was as a vehicle to focus on Lucas Lee as a character, and because there's no other reason to do it. And I feel like that's the problem I have with the episode, is like the show is like a fan servicey thing where they want to like show these things that weren't able to be shown in the movie or in the comic book, but like what they showed was basically nothing anyway, so there was nothing really to show. It was just they like, other than them talking, and that's it. And then there was like the flashback, which was like I actually that was my favorite part. I really liked, and then the start with the whole thing with the movie set, showing young Neil and everybody on the movie set. That was funny. That was probably my favorite part of the episode. But like the whole thing with the skateboard, like all the paparazzi, it was just something to do with him on screen. Otherwise there wasn't anything to do, because he's not really relevant seemingly at this point. Maybe it's, you know, they need to show him, they need to like kind of introduce him as a character, because maybe there'll be a big battle near the end and he'll like play some part in that. Or show up in some way. Or it's like
continue with the trend of her like kind of dealing with and moving on from, you know.
But again, they're like, there wasn't anything to do with their relationship. So like there wasn't really a point to focus on him at all.
I guess the thing is like it seems like it's kind of going like
other than just because
by,
it's
like,
fun.
Like each X kind of gets their own episode or something, so it's like it makes sense in that way. But yeah, it did feel a little bit lackluster.
It doesn't matter. It's just like there were things about the episode I liked. I did really like. We did get some movement with the overall plot, like learning a little bit more about young Neil and what's going on with him, kind of reminding us of what's going on with him. I thought the whole movie gimmick was really funny, that they're making the actual movie.
And that I love like the commentary on like, oh yeah, this looks exactly like this real life place that you could have filmed in. Yeah, well, they say it's more authentic to just use a set anyway.
They don't consult me on these decisions.
Yeah, and then I love how like all of the side characters, the actors look like almost identical to like the animated actors look almost identical to like the real life cartoon people. But then for Ramona and Scott, they look completely different, and they're played by other people that are also in the movie.
Oh, was Envy playing Ramona?
I'm pretty sure.
Now that you mention
it looked like her.
Did we miss that detail because we were yapping? Probably.
I don't know if they maybe said it, but I just assumed it was her because it looked a lot like her.
Let's see. Yeah, it must be. That would make sense why Todd went to audition, because he also mentioned in, I think, episode 1 or something, or episode 2. It was episode 2 that he was like getting into acting.
Yeah.
I was talking to Lucas Lee about it. But yeah, it does look like her. Yeah, I bet I wonder if it would be so funny to me if Wallace was just orchestrating this whole shit, getting involved with all the evil exes and everything, and getting involved with Envy and Todd to try and just to stoke the flames of whatever jealousy that she has, to like get Todd to do this bidding for her, so to write this movie, and so that she could star in it. Todd can possibly star in it, or like work on it, or something or whatever, and then the entire ambition just comes down to Wallace just wanting Scott out of his goddamn apartment. That would be funny. I would like that a lot.
That would be funny. I also just love how they're like, he was dating an actor that was playing a high schooler, and he's like, yeah, but she's literally not a high schooler. That was funny.
So dumb. All right, let's move on. Leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.